everyone, welcome back to my channel, One Meal. I'm Stephanie and I'm so glad to have you guys back. Today we're going to be talking about budgeting, so let's jump in. For today's video, I wanted to keep it fresh, simple, and easy to digest, to take in, and to apply to your life. So I thought about it for a little bit, and as I said, we're going to talk about budgeting and finances and changing your lifestyle financially to kind of compensate for spending a little more money on the food that you're purchasing. So I was like, okay, let's think of just the top 5 things. What are the top 5 things that I would tell you guys to help begin budgeting, saving money, and purchasing healthier food for you and your family in the best way possible? So here's what I came up with. So top 5 money saving tips for beginners. You guys, I wrote it down on my cute little pad here. So number 1, buy in bulk. So you guys, from my last videos when I take you guys grocery shopping with me, a lot of the food that I'm buying in those videos you can see were from Costco. I take generally a Costco trip every 2 weeks. That's typically when I'm in the town, when I'm in town. We don't have a Costco here in the city that I live in, but a city close by, I just go to that city that has a Costco in it every other week or so for my appointments and things like that. While I'm there, I hop over to Costco. Buying in bulk can save you money because you're buying things, typically, hopefully, that you're already going to be, that you and your family are going to be eating all the time. Let's think back to when I did the broccoli. Remember when I had those giant bags of broccoli that I had gotten from Costco? They were organic, all natural, frozen in a bag, microwave or steam if you prefer, and they were ready to go. Super great vegetable option for you, right? Cool. So I eat a lot of broccoli. Maybe you don't, that's fine. But I know I eat a lot of broccoli. My husband eats a lot of broccoli. It's fast, it's easy, it's convenient, it's a favorite. Boom. Not only that, but when you're buying in bulk, you're saving money just by buying a larger quantity, which is why we all love Costco so much, because you can buy a large quantity of something for a fraction of the price of what you would be paying if you were just buying smaller, multiple quantities over a period of time. That's why Costco makes so much money doing what they do. Not only that, but they sell to obviously large businesses and things like that, restaurants, etc., etc. So buying in bulk, can you think of maybe 3 things that you and your family eat all the time that you can switch over to bulk? I challenge you this week to sit and make a list of 3 to 5 things that you think you could start buying in bulk that is healthy. Maybe chicken, because you guys know I buy my meat from Costco in bulk. Maybe vegetables, again, Costco or whatever bulk store that you have near you. And just see if you can't start transitioning over to buying those healthier foods in a larger quantity and freezing them for later. Okay, number 2, buy when it's on sale and freeze it. Now, not everything we want or need is always going to be from Costco. I mean, I love Costco. I would shop there every day if I could, but they don't always have everything that I need. They don't always have everything that I want. And so sometimes I find brands that I like or things that I like that Costco doesn't sell at other stores, and I will wait until it's on sale, and then I will buy multiple of them and keep them in the pantry. Or in the refrigerator or in the freezer. So you could buy, maybe they're having, peaches are in season. Maybe you know how to can. Do you know how to can? I don't know how to can. I'd like to learn how to can. Okay, so you buy a bunch of peaches that are grown just down the street from you by a local farmer. Great to support your local community, right? You can those peaches, you freeze those peaches, you have those peaches all season long, right? Perfect. Why not do that? Same thing goes for getting your meat from a butcher, from a local farm, like buying a cow from a local farm. You're not going to eat that whole cow today, obviously, but dropping that amount of money, and yes, it can be a lot of times, dropping that amount of money, if you calculate that out over a whole year's worth, because typically, on average, a cow will last a small family an entire year, you're actually saving money rather than purchasing it pieces by pieces by pieces by pieces from the store. So buy when it's on sale and freeze and save for later. Okay, number 3, freeze and can. What a coincidence, like I was just talking about. Freeze what you can what you can't. No, I'm just kidding. You can freeze and can multiple different types of things, but it may be useful to you to start learning how to can food or to freeze food. Let me be honest, I've never canned anything in my life. I would like to can something someday. I actually, out in our garden, have a pickle plant growing so that at the end of the season, when they are ready to be plucked, I can pluck them and pickle them. Anyway, okay, moving right along. Number 4, buy off-brand when possible. Now, this is where it might get a little fuzzy. So, of course, I'm encouraging you guys to eat as healthy as possible. So I'm not telling you to go and instead of buying Lay's potato chips, buy Great Value potato chips. That's not what I'm saying. Granted, I do agree it's basically the same product and you're getting it for a lower price because you are not paying for the brand itself, right? Same thing goes with health food. So, for example, when you go to Whole Foods, now I'm not sure what the name of their store brand is, but when you go to Whole Foods, they have the exact same thing as Walmart. So Walmart has Lay's potato chips, they have Great Value potato chips. The Lay's potato chips can be like, I don't know how much a bag of Lay's potato chips is, to be honest with you. Let's say $3.50, whereas the same size bag of Great Value potato chips can be like $1.50. Now, that's not a huge amount of savings, but when you look at your grocery bill over time, especially if it's more than just you or more than just you and your spouse that you are shopping for, like children and etc., those dollars that you're saving are seriously racking up over a months-long grocery bill, right? Whether you shop week by week, every 2 weeks, or once a month, doesn't matter. You will see those savings. Dollars add up, seriously. So as I was saying, Whole Foods, you can find a brand of something that you like and find the off-brand or the store brand and purchase that instead. With that being said, be careful that the off-brand or the store brand that you are purchasing is holding up the same integrity for that product and this is providing you the same thing as that name brand product is providing you, because sometimes the off-brands will cut corners and use ingredients that you don't want in your food, processed ingredients, hydrogenated oils, etc., etc., etc. And that's how they make their product cheaper, by using cheaper things to make their product. So make sure if you are going to do this and substitute for an off-brand, make sure that you are getting the same integrity of a product, that it's getting the exact same thing so that you can save more money. Okay, next. Number 5, don't be afraid to shop at cheaper stores. I have had so many people ask me, where do you shop? How do you afford to eat all this healthy food? You guys, I shop at Walmart. I know, I get a lot of pushback from people who are like, I never go there. I hate Walmart. Walmart's the worst. Well, you know what, to be honest with you guys, grocery shopping isn't my most favorite thing in the world. I don't always like shopping at the grocery store either, let alone a Walmart. Walmarts tend to be very busy and I like to be in and out. Done. I don't like to stand around all day waiting for people in line, etc., etc. So I know that Walmart is not everyone's favorite place, but let me just show you something real quick here. Two days ago, I bought these. Does this brand look familiar, you guys? Yeah, I rant and rave about this brand all the time. These are little bars. They're kind of like, I don't want to say meal replacement bars, but they're like snack bars, and they're grain-free. They're made out of almond flour. This one's the dark chocolate almond. I have not tried this one yet. I tried the other ones that they have, but this one is new. You guys, I got this from Walmart, and I paid $3 less for this box than I would have paid at Whole Foods, where I could have gotten this box. You would be surprised the health products that Walmart actually has available to you. And yeah, sometimes you kind of got to dig around, sometimes you got to look, but they are there. You just got to know what you're looking for, and you have to be ready to kind of take a little time and read some packages. But I shop at Walmart. Now, Walmart isn't the only store that I shop at, but really to help us save money, I shop at stores where I know the food is going to be cheaper, and I will shop at stores that have sales on food that I have. So if I see an ad in the paper that Safeway is having like a big sale on grass-fed beef, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to go over to Safeway and shop there and get my grass-fed beef if I haven't already bought it from Costco or somewhere else. Or maybe they have a big sale on grain-free flour or something that I would use. I'm going to go there and save myself the money by purchasing it on sale at another store. Now, this does come to the point where you may say, Stephanie, why would I do that? When I'm spending the gas to run around to all of these other stores, I might as well just spend the money at one store. Use your prerogative on that, is what I have to say. If you live in a town where Safeway is on one side of the city and Walmart is on the other, and you don't have a lot of extra money to spend the gas running from one side of town to the other, use your best judgment is all I have to say for that. Use your best judgment. You typically know that the store that has the best sale on the foods that you're going to start eating, or that you eat regularly is what I mean. That being said, it may take some time. You may have to shop around to really find the store that has the good price on the good food, not the cheap food. You know what I'm saying? So those, you guys, that's it. Those are my top 5 tips for saving money when you start shopping better. Okay, you guys, this week I said that we would do a cooking recipe together. I actually, the little bit of clip that I'm going to add in here, I filmed yesterday. And so let me just give you a little background. I was at Walmart. I found this pizza. It was about $8. It was more than I would normally spend for that small of a pizza. But it was $8. It was by a brand that I had never seen before, so I was really excited. I opened up the package, and here's what happened. Hey, you guys, let's talk about this pizza. So, Capello's Pizza, grain-free, forgot to use my coupon. Margarita pizza made with almond flour. I saw this at Walmart today. I was super stoked about it because I saw the golden words grain-free, and I was like, okay, I need to know more about this. So I flipped it over. It talks about how they use almond flour. I read the ingredients. One thing I noticed was whole milk mozzarella, and that they had used olive oil, not avocado oil. Not as bad, but I was like, okay, cheese cultures. I was like, all right. So really what I'm seeing is there's no like anything necessarily bad up here in the crust ingredients, but the toppings like milk, don't know if how I feel about that. And I'm thinking, okay, I can pick the cheese off. I've done that at hundreds of restaurants before. I really want to know what these Capello's pizza crust tastes like. And look at that. Doesn't that look great? And I saw, margarita pizza, so I assumed there was chicken on it. I didn't even pay any attention. So I get home, I open it up, and you guys, I was really disappointed with what I found. Super cool crust, nice, thicker looking crust, not bad at all. But there was no chicken. There was a ton of cheese, and I think this is like a pepper or a tomato. You guys can see here. So let me just explain. So I started to pick off the cheese, and there's like no sauce on it. There was like barely any sauce. So I was like, this is gonna be the driest pizza ever. What am I gonna freaking do about this? So I was like, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to scrape off all of these toppings. You guys, I had this Primal Kitchen tomato basil marinara sauce with avocado oil. You guys, this is paleo, Whole30, no soy, no added sugar, no extra crap. I had this in my refrigerator, and I was like, I wonder if this is still good. Pull it out, still good. Scraped off the toppings, added the marinara, and I was like, yo, I just happen to have, excuse my mess, you guys. I made a mess in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I still happen to have, you guys remember the grilled chicken strips? that I bought from Costco. Yep, still have those. So I was like, okay, cool. I have some leftover bacon from breakfast. Dude, this pizza's freaking coming together right now. Like, not even gonna lie to you, that already looks 10 times better than what I pulled out of the package. So here's the cheese and the little bit of, like, I don't know if that's tomato or if that's red pepper or what. I think my oven's ready. I think it's pepper. I don't even know. So you can see I made a big old mess, kind of scraping all of that off of there. And now you guys, I have a choice. I can add a little bit of this cheese back in just to kind of say that I had some cheese on there, or I don't have to add it in at all. I don't have to do that whatsoever. But this is my recipe for you guys today. And I know this is definitely not what you would expect, but sometimes what I'm really trying to get at here is that you have to be creative. You have to kind of create your environment with what you have. You're only given so many tools in life, and you have to be successful. And that's where I ended up today. All right, everybody, here is the finished final product. I did add just a little bit of cheese that I had scraped off back on there just to pretend like I can eat cheese again. But yeah, overall, you guys, I'm really excited about this pizza. Let's give it a try, see how it tastes. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you today. This video is gonna be a little bit shorter, a little bit sweeter. And next time, I'd like to dive into talking about what do we do on days where we just need some sugar, or we just need a treat. Like maybe your kid had a birthday party they had to go to. You went to that birthday party and you were there and you saw the cake that everyone was having, and they were like, would you like a piece of cake? And you're like, oh, no, thank you, I ate before I came. Or no, thank you, I'm good. Oh, that looks great, thanks. But on the inside, you're like, please give me the piece of cake. And you really want the cake, but you said no. And that was a small victory for you. And let me just say right now, I am proud of you for saying no to that cake or that cookie or that muffin. Whatever it was that you were offered recently and you said no to, good friggin' job. Congratulations, you guys. Do not celebrate those small victories. Even if you leave that birthday party and you look at your kids like, we're going to McDonald's, kids. That's fine. Focus on the small victories that you won today. Maybe you didn't eat the cake, but after dinner you had ice cream or something like that. The more you beat yourself up over the mistakes that you make instead of focusing on the victories that you have, the more you will feel bad about yourself, and the more you'll be just like, well, why should I even bother? I'll just eat the cake anyway. No, don't feel that way. Realize that you probably shouldn't have had the ice cream or the McDonald's or whatever it was that you had. Try to do better next time. Next week, we're going to talk about what to do, how I survive those sugar cravings, how I get through that. We're going to talk about more about praising yourself for the victories that you have instead of, verbally punishing yourself for the not victories that you have. We all have them. We are human. We make mistakes. And I'm actually going to take you guys through, I might pick out one of these recipes. It might be something else. I don't even know yet. We're gonna get through it together. We're gonna do it together because I don't even know. But we're gonna do one of these delicious recipes that will help you satisfy that little craving that you have, but will also not upset any chronic illness that you have by keeping it grain-free, by keeping it dairy-free, by keeping it mostly in line as much as possible with how you are currently eating. Just to show you guys that getting thinner and working on yourself does not have to mean straight veggies for the rest of your life or straight unhappiness for the rest of your life. You can have some sweets every once in a while and you can enjoy them. And I'm really excited about our next video. So until next time, my loves, I'm sending all of the good vibes to you, all of the happy eating vibes. I don't even know what that means. I feel like I'm just talking incessantly now. Until next time, you guys. Bye-bye. What the hell?
I'm not working.